Oh, that went terribly. I always tell you the grinder will make you the welder you ain't. So will epoxy. It'll, you know, it'll fix them weld holes right up. Alright, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I think we're gonna, do some more work to the Miata. The power steering reservoir I've never liked on it. It was in the way. We built a intake, had to move it. Yeah. Had to move it there. It's kind of janky. Don't like it. So we're gonna try to move that somewhere else. I'm not even gonna use that container. We're gonna make our own. Yep. I think first thing I need to do is crank up the heat, though. It's kind of cold in here. I think next week it's supposed to be down to single digits and whatnot. So, oh, come on. Perfect. All right. So, I guess first things first is we ought to get all the junk took out of here, right? All right. So, I need to redesign that. That's terrible. Probably ought to get this intake out of our way. Start with. I don't think it's really per se in the way, but I just need it off. Oh, doing stuff one-handed, not the easiest. Okay. I need to get all this rusty junk. Jerry riggins. Also, don't really know how I'm going to get the fluid out of here through that tiny hole. So I think we'll just take this here, zip tie off. Yeah, I didn't have a hose clamp, so I put a zip tie on it. It's fine. I need tools. This. And we probably need something to catch all the fluid, right? What can we use to catch a bunch of fluid that'll fit in a tiny hole? Alright. Can I? Maybe. The line's about as hard as a rock. Ah! There you go. That's stinky. Transmission fluid. Look at that. There's that contraption. There. Throw right in the trash can. Transmission fluid's not usually black. Pretty sure it's supposed to be pinkish. But anyway, now we've done made a mess. Let's move all our tools out the way. This is also getting deleted. That was lights in it. That was a good idea and it worked. Like a third motor mount to the side of the motor. Actually worked fairly decent. But I got polyurethane motor mounts now, so don't need that. Now we're down to getting this in here. So this is going to be our new tank. My thinking is somewhere in there, right? You know, over with all the other fluid stuff. So that's where I'm gonna try to put it. I have noticed one thing already. This plug-in is in my way, but I need a screwdriver. Screwdriver? I'm blind. So if you can't tell, they just go on these little slots. There's this thing's got to be pushed in to get it off of there, blah, blah, blah. It's also connected way down here, which I need to be disconnected. But I'm basically gonna, you know, put it up here, but like over here, right? Yep. So, come on now. Look at that. Clean that up later. Main thing is it's out of my way now. So, now you. Oh yeah. So I can fit there. More better. I'm probably gonna mount it off this bolt here. It's a long screw. Anyway, flat stock. This thing, maybe? I mean, oh, hold on. Oh yeah. Oh, that's more better. That's more better. It's more thicker. We'll go with that. I gotta figure out what I need off of that. You know, yeah, need about 3 inches probably. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna guess. We're gonna take a tape measure. So we need it mounted. Let's cut it at 4. Right? Right. Okay. Cut it at 4. Marker. Telling you. You try to do all this stuff one-handed. 4. Okay. Where can you go? Hey, look. So you should probably move that. Yeah. Freaking perfect. All right. So we kind of already got that bracket made. Yeah, she'll, once we weld it to it anyways, she'll sit right about there. You know, I don't know how to weld thin metal, okay? I gotta learn. That one did okay, that one did okay-ish. Keep burning this. Alright, so we got it welded up. Fits in there pretty good. It's not tight right now. That went terribly. I assumed the container was thicker than it was, you know, and it was not. And I'm not good at welding thin stuff, especially stuff that's probably not meant to be welded on, so you know, I did my best, right? This thing bolt does not want to come out of here now, apparently. Here, I'm gonna shut you down. Okay. Anyways, got that off there. So, like I said, I'm not a welder. I kept having to booger it to fill the hole until it's wet. I was testing it with water. Yeah, that didn't go well, but it's on there. So, that being said, since it didn't weld good for me, I was gonna cut. I was gonna cut the tubes off of this, weld them on that. That's not happening now. So we bought some, you know, these things. Got the 2 sizes I need. Be a little easier. We'll just drill some holes, stick those on. Yep. So, all right. So, got some marks made. Yeah, I think this is going to be the wider one. I want it fairly close to the bottom. I need the marker that I don't know what I did with again, right? You need to go about there. You need to go about exactly where it is. Okay. So, drill some more holes. That's what I thought. So I was not wrong. This is thinner than this. Yeah. Yep, I was right. At first, this was so hard I couldn't dent it in. So if I would have been welding to this, it probably would have been better. You know. Yep, see now that'll screw on there. And then, let's see, put some of that on the threads, make sure it don't leak. As well as, I'm gonna put some on there to make sure it don't leak, because I don't trust that. It's beautiful, right? Right. So, this stuff. When you mix epoxies and stuff, don't mix them on cardboard. I know you may want to, especially since you know, hey, got cardboard there. No, don't do that. Don't mix it on cardboard. Cardboard absorbs the chemicals that you need this to mix with. You can mix it in here. I am probably gonna mix it on here because I need it on there. So we're just gonna squirt. Ooh, you need both parts there, bud. Let's go a little more. And then definitely gonna need more. It's okay. You know, I always tell you the grinder will make you the welder you ain't. Well, so will epoxy. It'll, you know, it'll fix them weld holes right up. We need more. We need more. Beautiful. Turn this thing into a pitch pan. Y'all don't know what a pitch pan is, probably. Just thought of that. If you know what a pitch pin is, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, now we're just gonna still a little bit, right? And put it on these threads. And when we feed her in here, she's all sealed up too. Maybe. Yep. Alright. So, sealed up. You know, top sealed up. You know, looks okay-ish, right? Yeah. So, now just wait for it to dry, which is, I threw the thing probably forever. Sets in 4 to 6 hours. Cures in 15 to 24. Be alright. So, we'll let that dry. Yeah, and then I'll get back to you whenever that's dry, right? Alright, so this thing, I set it in front of a heater for a while. Heat makes this stuff cure a little faster. So, it's pretty much done. The next thing I need to get to is this thing. I want to keep this lid together, but I obviously don't want people going up and, you know, pumping my power steering fluid out all over my engine bay. So we're gonna disassemble that. It's pretty simple to get apart, ish. You push that up a little bit, this arm comes out, and it'll try to jettison that spring off. That comes apart, spring in there. Main thing is this ball bearing. It's basically one way, but regardless, without that ball bearing and spring and whatnot in there, it shouldn't work. Because there's not doing anything now. So if somebody does mess with it, don't squirt stuff everywhere. Oh, this is the hard part. Okay, so no more work. Next thing, it's got a little seal here. It's almost like it's a leather, I'm assuming. Don't need that. Main reason I don't need that is because I can't get this tight with it on there. So do that and get some pliers, you know, cinch that thing down on there as tight as I can go. Back to normal. That's what you call normal. All right, so get this mounted, then we can run rubber lines. I know you probably see a problem that I already knew existed, but it's fine. I can't take this lid off when this is mounted. So I'm gonna have to mount everything and then take this bolt back off, fill the container, put the bolt back in. Sorry. I also made a smaller bolt because that was getting on my nerves. Okay, so let's start with the big guy. This is a 1/2 inch, 12.7 millimeter. I'm thinking it's going to fit on that. Hopefully, it's the biggest line I could find. This is actually power steering pump return line, if you're wondering. So this is what it's meant for. The other line see that. TOC, transmission oil cooler. So it's okay to have transmission fluid in. There, yeah, let's not forget that. Wait on that. These were for cutting like aught gauge wire, big wire. They work fantastic to cut this stuff. So now, if I suck that in there, you know, I need right at the end of that. So right there at the end of them letters. See? Chopped it right off. Alright, so let's connect that, hopefully. Alright. Now we can put fluid in it. Finally. High mileage automatic transmission from Super Tech. Alright. Level's not crucial on this kind of stuff. You don't want your container here completely plumb full, but you know. Anyways, let's try to get this stuff in that thing. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, you don't want this thing all the way full. Something along the lines, right? Yeah, probably. Now, these lines are probably going to soak up a ton of this. Oop. I spilt it everywhere. Is that what I wanted? I can hear it just swallowing all of that. Might take a minute. Oh, there you go. It's working way faster. So let's go there-ish. I actually have to get this thing out of here and get this so I can drive this to work tomorrow. So we'll probably just take some wrenches with us in case this goes low. Yeah, we can fix it on the road. Now let's see if this works. Nope. That's good. I don't want that to work. Alright, well, it's been a couple days. Had stuff to do. It's actually New Year's today, so Happy New Year's. But we got it done. I've buttoned up a few things. I need to go get some bigger zip ties to make a, oh God, I can't bend you there. I need to get a couple bigger zip ties to get this right. Did get this bolted on. Some, I don't know what these are called, little holder, they hold stuff. Did button that up. Obviously I cut this off. I'll clean that up better off camera. I'm gonna, I'll fix that. I don't think you need to watch me sand and paint that, so I'll do that off camera. I have a few more things I need to button up. Actually I need to make a ground cable. Here, I can show you that. Maybe. Yep, there we go. There's actually a, I don't know if you can see it, right behind there, there's a bolt here that goes down and attaches where the dipstick is, right there. That got, I did the valve cover gasket, that got covered in oil, and I don't think that ground's working good anymore. It's a braided cable, which are good, but they also corrode. So we're gonna upgrade at the same time. I don't know how big that one is, but 4 gauge OFC will be way better. But yeah, again, it's off camera stuff. Maintenance I need to fix. But anyway, we got it done. I think it works. Sorry. I think it looks great. May end up with another mounting point. I put a piece of rubber here just so it wouldn't move and rub into the paint. It hasn't moved at all. Fluid level is still the same. I haven't leaked. I drove it 2 days to work. I drive about 100 miles a day, so it's been a little over 200 miles at this point, and no issues, no spilling. So I think it'll work. I haven't checked down there. No, no leaks. I want to fix that. I don't like this, but I also don't want this rubbing, so gotta do something with it. But anyways, thank y'all for sticking around, watching content. I hope y'all have a happy new year. By the time I air this, it'll be way past New Year's, but it's my New Year's, okay? So, but again, thank y'all for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button if you would, and I'll catch you in the next one.